Hello there everybody, how's it going? This is Tremisphere back once again into the motovlogging world. Now I know it's been quite a while since I've done a video. Like I said, the last video was last ride for a while. I haven't ridden properly in over about 2 months due to my motorcycle crash, which I'm going to be going over a lot of it today. And it's basically just a welcome back video from me. So today I'm going to be going to Squire's bike meet on my own. A lot of people are away or have done something last night, so I'm going on my own today just for a bit of a little motor vlog for you guys, and we'll see how it goes. Man, I forget how powerful this bike is, honestly. It's a lot more powerful with the stock exhaust stuff for some reason. This is, by the way, that's another thing that you guys might notice is the sound. I sold the sports exhaust because I was adamant I was selling this bike, and when it came down to it I decided not to, and I accidentally sold the exhaust thinking I was going to sell it. So I now am back to the stock exhaust, which seems to have a lot more pull than the GP exhaust did. So when I do invest in a new exhaust for this thing, I don't think it's going to be a mega loud one like before, more something that will help towards the performance. In an ideal world, a Tiger exhaust would be what I'd be going for, but I ain't made of money, so I don't think that's going to happen. Oh man, it's so good to be motor vlogging, I swear. I've missed it so much. Like, a bit of gravel going down here. Yeah, I've missed it so much. I don't know, it's been off the bike. I'll basically tell you what happened, because a lot of you guys have been like, Trem, what happened? So basically, it was a really icy day in January. I sound like a right old man saying this, back in my day. It was a really icy day in January, and basically I was going down a road. A car had stopped, but there was no brake lights to indicate that it had stopped. I must have lost concentration for a moment, literally a split second. By the time I'd noticed, I was doing 40, and it was too... I tried to swerve out the way, but since it was icy, you know, I was kind of scared to do that. And I just braked, and I couldn't stop in time, and I went into the back of the car about 20 miles an hour. I had to go off surgery. I had a rough time from it. The bike wasn't a write-off, believe it or not, but all the plastics were knackered. So what I've done is I found someone who wants to buy it just as it stands and just take a little bit of a loss on the bike, because, well, I wouldn't ever ride it again after what's happened. So, you know. Do I have to? Yeah?
Do you get off your bike to fuel up, please?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, it's just...
Yeah, it's just I find it easier to fuel, that's all. I hate this country so much. I hate this garage, actually. Speaking of which. Right, let's get a move on this. We're dallying a bit, and this Yaris is going zilch miles an hour. It says RDY, and I can confirm she is not ready. So we're going to overtake. First overtake of the season! And he's off! This bike, I can't believe how much of a difference this original silencer makes. It's ridiculous. I know that GP pipe sounded amazing, but my god, you lost so much power from it. All the mid-range has just been taken away because of the sound. It's crazy. It's such a nice day, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I just wish there was more people out today, but everyone's got something planned or something, so it's a little old me. But hopefully this is what our summer has in store for us, because I've got so many places I want to go to this year in the UK. Euro Tour's now off the cards because the Suzuki was the touring bike I was going to take, and obviously because of that situation we've decided to just postpone it until I can get whatever bike that I want, to be honest. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but we're just going to go in the UK places this year. Maybe go down to London, Ace Cafe, down, you know, just proper down south. Not just a little bit down south, like proper down south. Probably got enough gear on at the minute to, I don't know, go pretty far. I got my backpack on, I got my Yorkshire map book I got for Christmas. I got a book off the missus, and it says all the cool places to go in Yorkshire, because she says that I never explore. So I've got an exploring book, so when it gets into proper summer I'm going to be getting some bloody use out of that, I can tell you. What else have I brought with me? I brought my Gorilla Tape. Now here's a funny story. When I had my crash, my bike was fairly rideable-ish. So I rode it home because I didn't want anyone to have to come to the scene of the incident. I just wanted it to be low-key. So I rode it home, and the bike was in bits, man. Like, the plastics were everywhere. And you'll never guess that the way that I got the bike home was I Gorilla Taped it together. The mudguard was broken in half. The fairings were like had chunks out of them, and the front end was just in pieces. So I duct taped the whole bike together and rode it home. Look at all these little cyclist groups of old sweaty men. I'll never understand that. Like, why would you want to wear Lycra at like 50? Another thing that I actually never got to mention to you folks was oh, look at that Multistrada. Because York flooded and I wasn't riding at the time, so I couldn't vlog it. This is Cawood, for anyone who doesn't know. All of Cawood flooded. So did most of York, as you guys will have known. Luckily it didn't affect me because I live quite high up in York. But yeah, it flooded the majority, well not the majority, but a lot of homes in York were flooded. And the really sad thing that I keep saying to people is that them houses now can't get insurance because they flooded, and it's not their fault. And I think that's a right dirty trick from insurance companies, that they can strip you of having the home insurance. I can't get over that, mate. But anyway, most of Cawood flooded as well. All the bridge in Cawood was flooded, which I'm about to go over that bridge in about 20 seconds. So you can imagine how high the water must have had to be to flood this bridge, but it's all gone now.